Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This material situation, wow. So, I'm going to read a little Krishna, but thank you, Prabhupada. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Varavani Tacharine Nivishesha Sunyavadi Askachadi Satarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Radha Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadhar Shri Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shiva Sari Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Nityananda. During the day, His Divine Grace was very busy. He was traveling around on airplanes, and he was dealing with finances and management, and thousands of disciples calling him, writing him with their questions, their problems, their conflicts, their confusions. He wrote thousands and thousands and thousands of letters directly in response to the myriads of inquiries that came from his disciples. And at night, when it was a little quiet, he was translating and absorbed directly in glorifying Krishna, his pastimes, his philosophy, and preparing his books to help people understand Krishna consciousness and begin to take up the path of devotional service to the Lord, which is an inconceivable, and he wrote many, many books and articles and letters. His accomplishments are inconceivable, really. Like, Hare Krishna is mind-boggling. Krishna, plus giving classes and speaking engagements. Krishna, inconceivable, really. Oh, Krishna Chaitanya. Okay, we've got a situation here. There are some people here supposed to install solar panels, but there's a problem. So they're all sitting out there and trying to call their boss, and oh man, it's a mess. It's like that in the material world. Nothing goes smoothly, and that's why they want, if you sign a contract with a company to do work, everything has to be clear and it has to be in writing. And even then, sometimes they don't stick to the contract, and then there's legal problems. And so I don't know where this is going, but there's a problem. And they're all sitting out there in front of the house with a truckload of stuff. And I won't let them put it on the roof until they take care of the problem. So they're calling their boss, and their boss is trying to figure it out. He's talking to the salesman, and it's a material world, you know. So that just depends on Krishna, you know, to give me some intelligence how to deal with all this. It's not something I want to deal with. I just want to chant, hear, read, and make offerings to Krishna, with things that grow in the garden, and visit devotees, and do more chanting and hearing, and more prasadam. But it doesn't go like that. It's material world. And we can see from Srila Prabhupada that he wasn't exempt from the difficulties of trying to live and maneuver in the material world. So take some consolation in that. Meanwhile, Hare Krishna, Krishna Chaitanya. There's not any solution, really. Like, if I was over there or in another situation, it would be better. No, there'll always be something. So, whatever situation you're in, just deal with it. Hare Krishna. It becomes very clear after not too long. If you are supposed to be in a different situation, it becomes very clear. But just to change your situation because there's a little difficulty, it doesn't work. Hare Krishna, Lance. Lance comments here about Prabhupada. He said, and to think he started at age 70. Yeah. And he had no money. He'd been living as a sannyasi in Vrindavan for several years, preparing by doing some translating and chanting and preparing. And he came with 3 volumes of the Srimad Bhagavatam that were very crude to actually hold the book. They're in a very crude form. It wasn't well suited or attractive to a Western audience. It wasn't glossy print with big pictures, and it was very rudimentary kind of printing that was done in India on a low budget. And that was it. He had like, what did he have, $20 or something? Maybe less, to come over. And he got the free ride on the steamship, and people were telling him, oh, you're too old to do this. You'll just go there and die, Swami. You're just going to go there and die. Don't go. Stay in Vrindavan. No, he went. Wow. Hare Krishna. $6. He had $6. Well, you know, due to inflation, it was worth more than $6, right? Then. Oh, God. Hare Krishna. Yeah, so. See, remembering and meditating on Prabhupada. Since the spiritual master should be considered as good as Krishna, really non-different from Krishna, the spiritual master, because he's empowered by Krishna. That can get us through. That can get us through. Try to render some service. Ah, Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, in the middle of all the commotion here, try to read a little something about Krishna. I'm wondering if maybe restructuring my day might help. If I could, during the day deal with stuff and be sure, put some quiet time aside, like Prabhupada did, to actually hear and chant nicely, instead of trying to do it in the middle of, there's a work crew out on the front of the house, and this is my time to try and read and chant. So I'll have to consider restructuring my day to accommodate more Krishna consciousness. I don't know. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, depend on Krishna. Give me some guidance here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So it's probably not the right time to read right now, in the middle of whatever. Oh, Krishna Chaitanya. Yeah, I just have to restructure my day. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hey.